Good day everybody, it's Karinara here and welcome to a game called GRAVEROBBER, episode 1, Blue and White. So this is a game I found on itch.io and the story seemed interesting, so I decided to play this. So I guess there's nothing else but to get straight to it. So that you can catch the story too. Once upon a rainy night in Seattle, I was robbing a grave. Seattle. Whatever. That's sort of what I do. Art, coding and writing by Detective. Music by Kevin MacLeod. Keep on going. GRAVEROBBER. So the main character is a grave robber, obviously. And we are the main character. Okay, that made no sense. Anyways, let's get straight to it. So this is us. I'm just very confused about the gender of this person. But I guess it doesn't matter. Nowadays, gender doesn't matter. So, about my career choice. It's really not that bad. It's a slow-paced job with all the benefits a career in the illegal market can get you. An aversion to signing any papers with a real name, making sure to avoid staying in one city for too long, and a hot sum of money if you hit the right spot and dig the right grave. None of that messy customer service noise. That right there, that's the real bonus. And at the end of the night, it pays the bills, and then some. Sometimes, yeah, you turn up with nil, nada. Shiny shit so cheap, the pawnbroker won't even give you a buck for your turnout. So I keep them, because someone's gotta. Oh well, they don't, but I like to consider myself a collector, quote unquote. In short, anything dug up and shiny that can't earn me a pretty penny, I keep. You don't expect me to be a gentleman, redig the grave, and put back what was there with a "sorry about that" on a post-it note, do you? So in the end, I got a lot of useless shiny little things sitting around my apartment. My current apartment anyway. For the next few months. Like I said, rule numero uno of grave robbing, always be on the move. Much as I love my job and the freedom it grants me, it's always good to have some sort of code for what you do. Cause more than anything, you want to keep doing it when it's the good thing that pays the bills and gives you a good time. Never was a people person. They are a lot easier to deal with when they are dead in any case. So shouldn't you have started working in a morgue or something? Like cutting people open, seeing that there's everything okay with them. Or like the reason of death or something like that. So you have no need to become a grave robber. I mean, I think people working in morgues get pretty good salary too. Well, let's keep going. Never was a fast-paced low-end. Insert your personal favorite genericmonster.com job description. Kinda guy. I'm 25 years old and 25 levels of avoiding the hardships of adulthood and 100% alright with all that. If I wasn't doing what I'm doing, I'm pretty sure I'd die of the monotony of whatever the hell place I wound up in. End up in a grave out of the sheer power of boredom faster than I can dig one up. And here's the thing, I'm good at what I do. I've always been good at what I do. Not that what it do has always been grave robbing. But when I do something, I'm always the best. make sure of it. Fact, I'm so good. I got smart as detective on my trail, and a name in the papers that call me by the catchy, sleek alias of Crypt Crucifier. Kidding about the catchy, sleek part. Are these journalists actually getting paid to write art at the level of 10-year-olds with die-hard kings for bad headline titles? I hope not. Am I maybe just a little giddy at being the nation's only grave robber with a household name? Maybe just a little. So, about that night. To be more specific, that night was this night. It happened a couple hours ago. A ghost got me. No, really. There I was, with a watch I snatched from the casket. I marauded fast as a fox, then turned around, and BAM! A whoosh! Or whatever sound effect works best for the sudden appearance of a damn phantom. Boo! But I lived and jolted the hell out of the cemetery, like the lightning the rain outside was missing. Now here I am. I'd have a drink, but I'm trying to go without for 2 months without this time around. You mean you are going to go without any drinks for 2 months, right? Anyways, I'd make an exception, but I've done that enough times to know what that goes. Hot chocolate suits the cold better than beer does anyway, doesn't it? At least that's what I'm gonna opt to tell myself. I love hot chocolate. I seriously do. Seriously do. What does seriously mean? Anyways. And then there's this door. Locked with no goddamn explanation. Unless you count karma. And I will. Something only the sweet taste of hot chocolate is gonna shoot after I get out. Hot chocolate it is. Time to make a cup of the hot stuff. After, I figure out a workaround for getting out of my own bathroom. So you ran into your bathroom and then you somehow locked the door and can't get out of there. Right, try to turn it on, as I might. It looks like the bulb is busted. A humper, for those rare moments when you are not feeling too lazy to throw your clothes in one. Yeah, I know that feeling. I have all my clothes on floor, pretty much. Me, I like to keep to a select few choices shirts, jackets and jeans. So I guess messiness has never been much of a problem. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to pass up taking 2 showers in a row. Still locked? Yeah, try as I might, this knob isn't budging. Which hell makes no sense, since the thing locks from the inside, and here I am. In here, locked and turned. Well, it's probably safe to assume standing around questioning it isn't gonna make the thing miraculously unlock. But hey, I can read a doom. I can pick a lock. Pretty sure I can anyway. I just need something of the small and thin variety to use. Okay, let's go here. I'd say I was going for a minimalist look when I chose this vase out, but truth is I've just been too damn lazy to spruce the place up much more than this. I mean, why would you have a vase in bathroom and there's nothing in the vase? Seattle weather and a view I can't complain about. See? A grave robin has its perks, and a swanky hidey hole with an even swankier view is one of them. Cool. Wonder if I can find anything in here to MacGyver that lock with. Anything will do, I'm pretty sure. A pin would be a goddamn godsend. Do kids nowadays watch MacGyver anymore? Or is it something that you think just grandmas and stuff watch? I mean, it's old, but I feel like it's very interesting. I like the cool things that MacGyver does. Well, that's not the point of this game. Let's see. Oh, looky. And speak of the devil, a hairpin should do the job. Not that I recall ever sticking these things in my hair, but maybe from now on. Keep a few handy while setting new fashion trends. I bet that this is not going to work. And after a little lockpicking, looks like I can finally open the damn thing. Oh, we did get out. Great. Huh. Looks like the lights out here are just as busted as the one in bedroom. I'd point my finger at the weather, but it looks like all the other buildings outside are batting in the good stuff that is electricity. Then there's the fact that I'm not all too keen on paying any bills on time. Less lack of money and more sheer procrastination that. But I've only been here, what? Not even a full month. Fuse box would do the trick then, I guess. Now where is it? Oh, there it is. Now to switch the flippy thingy up and do. Holy. Hello, Sasha, is it? Holy heckin' hell. I'd say that an inconsiderable way to greet the dead, but it's about the amount of eloquence I'd expect from a grave-robbing delinquent. And I'd say, do I know you? But if my eyes are correct, and they are pretty damn good eyes, you are that ghost from earlier. Of course, you could call me elderly. But in all levels of importance, it probably doesn't matter that much. I'm just here to pick something up. That's so? Well, good luck to you then. Because, I hate to break it to you, but you are gonna have sort of hard time with that. I meant it metaphorically. But thank you for putting my non-physical state into as clear a view as possible for us. I wasn't already aware enough that I'm a glowing mass of transparent, untouchable dead. Reminders are always appreciated. Fantastic. We'll be sure to keep it up in that case. You know, you don't seem the most fazed by my presence here. Well, I wouldn't say I'm sitting comfy with a dead by short to the neck fandom asshole floating around in my living room. But what can I say? Snark just comes naturally for me. It's how I cope. Even more reason for me to get back what I need and be on my way then. Alright, is it safe to assume you are talking about that beauty of a shiny gold watch? It is safe to assume that. And since I can't physically spring it back myself, like we've already scrutinized, thanks to your anything but tact observation, you'll escort me back to my unearthly home and put it back yourself. Ha ha, that's funny. See, for just a second here, it sounded like you thought that's something I'd be remotely interested in doing. I think you'll be more than interested to do it if persuasion comes to a necessary element. Yes. So what? If I don't comply, you'll go exorcist on me? Nothing that dramatic. I feel like so you haven't been dead for too long if you know exorcist. I assume with exorcist you mean the movie? But while I'm not keen on violence, You don't want to see what happens to dead souls who do too much of that. I'm confident in my ability to make your life miserable. Aha, so my apartment lacks electricity and ghost tricks. Courtesy to you. If ghost tricks is what you want to call it. Yes. Interesting. But if your otherworldly skills are so smooth, why not just take the watch back yourself? Bet my flesh and blood powers couldn't stop you. To gloss over a good number of aspects of being dead, there's still limitations to what you can do. Interesting. While it's possible to move physical objects, doing so is limited to objects that didn't hold any significance in one's living life. Oh, well, that's pretty. What's the word? Where like this game wouldn't exist if that was possible. I can't remember the word, but let's go on. You probably understand what I mean. To be honest, it solved a lot of dead people's problems, if that weren't the case. Nothing meaningful, nothing special, nothing sentimental. And that watch, let me assure you, is quite sentimental. I think I getcha. And as far as I'm being educated on the lifestyle of ghosts, let me tell you, I think I could write a book at this point. If it's another sarcastic thought you are waiting for, I don't quite have the energy in me at the moment. All the time. Oh well, I suppose I do have time, and quite the surplus of it. But not the patience. I give it a week until you get bored. You don't seem to understand the level of tenacity I have towards getting my watch back, or the significance of the thing. So tell me, why is it worth tracking an innocent grave robber home and nagging him from it? Pointing out my lack of patience again, I'll decline. It's fine, I'm sure enough I wouldn't be convinced to hand it over, no matter how big a sob story it is. Wouldn't be much of a cemetery thief if I had sympathy for the dead or a moral conscience. You don't seem to be too keen in the way of either. No. Can't argue with that. I can see your stubbornness is going to override your sense of reasoning. So I'll just have to keep my promise of making your life as inconvenient as possible, and we'll see how long that stubbornness lasts. My bet's still that you give up in a week's time. Treat you to an ice cream sundae if you win. Very funny. I know, right? Just looking at you and I can tell I'm killing you with these jokes. And if you keep up with those puns, you might just ruin that bet of yours. Alright, interesting. So, is he gone? Yeah. Sure. Oh, right. I guess this ghostly power outage includes cutting the fridge's power off. Your electrical problem isn't getting to you already, is it, Sasha? Nah. Thanks for the consent though. I'll let you know when though. Excellent. I'll be right here. Not that there was much in here to begin with, but it'd be nice to have the option to refrigerate food. Cool. I suppose you are curious about that. Just a little. I can see it's preventing me from opening the door. Correct. You aren't familiar with Julian, are you? Oh, that. Not really. I've only read about it in passing, I guess. It's what? Some kind of ghost language? That's about the gist of it, yes. Written, projected by the mind on a ghost object of choice and used for just about any purpose you can think of, sealing, hiding, and so on. Really now, so in addition to being a recurring cast member of Casper, you're also a certified wizard. Moving on. This is Julian blog. It's our form of cryptology. If you will, and before you comment, the play on words is unavoidable. Julian block sounds like something that you would find in Minecraft, to be honest. Like a transparent bluish white block, something like that. I want to say that I have full confidence someone of your cunning can solve it easily, but I don't. Oh man, that stings. But hey, I'll buy it. Not that I've got much of a choice. Let's see how right or wrong you are about that. Oh boy. Alright. Huh. Oh yeah, I understand. I understand this. So what is the first word? Something like that. This music is loud. Way too loud. Okay, now I can concentrate. So the first one has dot and thingy. It's none of those. It's none of these ones. Found it. S. So it's S. Then it's just a box. Would be E, right? C. O. Is it O? No, I don't think it's O. Seal. Sealed. Sealed door. No more. What is that? No more. Sealed door, no more. You are not as much of a duckish idiot as your outward appearance suggests, I suppose. Was that a vote of confidence? Only a display of mild surprise. That's fine though. I hope you don't accept the future Julian blocks to be this simple. Got more in store, that is? That it? Well, I wouldn't mind sending your lack of confidence in me into shock a second time, or a third. Now though, I think I'll be heading out into the city. Being involuntarily locked in your apartment does that to you, apparently. I didn't want to leave yet. I was just interested to see what it was about the door.
denied as dead as the company in these graves. But I know he's been here. Crypt Crucifier, you leave too many accidental clues behind, and not enough mystery to throw a suit off. Not a good one anyway. Not me. If you weren't so much of a sap for those real specific German gigs, you'd leave a little less of a trail for me to sniff out. Still wouldn't be impossible to find you, but harder. I tried the things myself, tried them when I was trying to be you. Walked around a grave Europe in the same pattern, the footprints showed up in the dirt, with a stick in my mouth. What? Things they tasted like oil and sand. Maybe when you leave the smokes laying around, you think it's funny though. Maybe you are doing it on purpose. With you, my impressions always been drawn between a raging narcissist and a stinking idiot. But if you are just a fool, I would have got you by now. You didn't pick the most well-researched venue of illegal activity, criminal psychology ones, did you? Maybe that's a little bit of what makes you hard to guess. But that doesn't matter. In the end, I always solve the puzzle. Indeed, I always do.
So that's the guy behind, like after us. Interesting. Well, the night is free. Let's see what I can do about this ghost problem. So I can go to Krusty's door, the pink sausage, or my apartment. Let's just check out... The pink sausage? Barnaby.
Look at what the rainy night brings in. Only my most favorite monetary generous regular.
Huh, real sweet. Not sure if that's a title I'm supposed to feel good about wearing though. I think I prefer it when you just opt for calling me your best friend.
Oh, no, it wasn't meant to be a compliment. Just know that your company always appreciated around here.
Can't imagine why.
I just told you, didn't I?
Pretty brashly, yeah.
Well, if it'll lighten you up, here, take one on the house.
Tempting, I'll be honest. But believe it or not, I didn't come here for a drink.
If you are not in the drinking mood, hell, what am I saying? Why aren't you? Drink up! If you don't, I'm sure someone else would be happy to take it off your hands.
Mons, listen, I got a problem.
And you are implying it's not alcohol related.
Yeah, might be easier to deal with it if it was. Then again, maybe not. And I don't really know where to start, but you are the only guy in this city, hell, any city, I can talk to like this, about this.
Alright, enough. Don't lay on the sap too hard. What's eating you?
It's more like what's haunting me, if you want to jump right.
Past finally catch up to you, or is it that detective, what's his name?
Neither, thankfully. Look, what's your opinion on ghosts?
Ghost? Hovering, cast leftovers from a person's physical life. Met a few, actually. Weren't the most bad-mannered of otherworldly beings, to be honest. Might have hit it off if they didn't creep me out so much. I'd opted for the exorcism road.
You are being serious?
I'm being the best bartender I can be. I give people pretty lies, quiet agreements, and their favorite vices in a shot glass with ice on top. Ah. But now, yeah, I'm being serious. I've had my share of run-ins.
Wow, guess I wasn't expecting that.
That's me. Surprises all around.
Mostly because you are a fan of leaving all things personal hidden.
And that's a fact. So I take it you are having your own little afterlife run-in.
That about sums it up. I'm being haunted, followed, and otherwise stalked by a guy who lives in a coffin.
Is he a nice one, at least?
Doing Barnaby's voice hurts my throat. Let's keep on going. About as nice as a pompous mouthed brat can be. I'm still here, you know. Troy, the guy with you right now, standing right next to me as he just made known.
That's a good thing. If he can only project his image to one person at a time, it means he's at least not a poltergeist level of phantom.
Fascinating. Thing is, I'm not too interested in specifics and facts and whatnot. I just want to know how to get rid of him. Hats off your sincerest efforts then, and good luck. Nice to hear you have faith in me.
Alright, but the downside, anytime you are in public and talking to him,
it will look like I'm batshit mad and talking to myself, of course. Great, noted. Anyway, advice would be nice right about now.
It's actually easier than you think. Do you have his name?
Ellery?
And last?
Nope, guy didn't give me, and I'm guessing he won't do it now, if just to make my life a little bit harder.
Well, the place to start is whatever graveyard his tomb's located in then. If it's one of those really old ones, there's this chart trick. Get a sheet of paper and some chalk or charcoal or something similar. Put the paper over the grave and rub the chalk all over it.
I mean, that's like kindergarten stuff. Like in kindergarten there would be pictures, or like, you know, in real kindergarten, not in the game. You would like take chalk, or I guess crayons also, and paper, and you could like rub the crayon or chalk or whatever against a tree bark or something to get the image of the tree bark on the paper.
The name should show up in the paper if it's too hard to read on the stone.
And when I have his full name,
that's when it gets a little bit trickier and a little more reliant on luck. In short, you need to find out his cause of death. I start with looking up obituary records. I know the Dundal Library has that sort of things.
And how will finding that out, if I even can, help me expel this bastard?
There's a simple enough exorcism. Involves a lot of pretty Latin words, including a translate verse or two of the cause in question's cause of death. The exorcism and Latin and all that stuff, I'll volunteer to do myself when I get off work. Because I'm nice like that.
My throat hurts. I know there's a catch somewhere in here.
Wouldn't I tell you if there was?
Nope.
You know me too well, then.
Anyway, it sounds simple enough. Find his name, find his cause of death, perform an exorcism, courtesy of you.
You got it.
I owe you. 3 ghost tips and a shot of your favorite whiskey. You owe me more than just one. Haha, see you around. I'll be here all night, Sasha. So, I guess we need to get chalk and paper. Howdy, and welcome to Krusty's store. Hey, so I'm looking for something kinda specific, kinda in a hurry. And what's that? Paper and charcoal. Chalk works too. Let's see, paper and charcoal. Chalk optional. We should have that right down the craft aisle. Wait here, and I'll see what my detective eyes can find us. Appreciate it. Alrighty. We have your choice of either rainbow chalk or black charcoal. I'm not much of a colors guy. I will take the charcoal, please. Charcoal it is, and here's the paper. Comes to $3.88. Here you go, Phyllis. You are a lifesaver, and I might even mean that literally. All in day's work, or night, rather. Have fun with your arts and craft project, mister. We'll try. Yeah, arts and craft, exactly. Should I go to the Hamgrotch cemetery right now, because isn't the detective guy there? And that would cause problems. Well, let's just go there and see what happens. Hideous neon green light that is wrapped around the iron bars that weren't there before. Let me guess. Oh, I'll just tell you. Yes, that's another Coolian block. Fantastic. I was really missing the time I got to spend with the last one. Hope this one isn't as quick to be solved as the last one. You know, no offense or anything to that massive pompous echo of yours. You sound confident, irritatingly so. Why not just find out yourself? Well, first-hand experience is the best teacher, after all. Okay, this is similar stuff again. So, I R Ir oops Iro Iron Gate, right? Let's just check it out. It's gate, right? Yes, it's gate. Iron gate. Repair iron gate repair repair state. Iron gate repair state. Well, what do you know? Ever surprising me with your uncanny, unrelenting stream of luck. You know these are pretty easy, right? Hey, call my knack for puzzle solving whatever suits you fancy, Casper. Just think if his name is Ellery Casper. Okay, anyways, we need to find the grave. Is it something that's easy to see? Mirabelle Bree. Now her spirit does rest by the sounding sea. Huh, sounds strangely familiar, but I can't place it. Anywho, moving on with the night. What? Doesn't seem similar name. Here lies Ogret Valley. Bright as his soul, his life was far from dreary. Huh, guy must have light bones. Me, I like to read, but you can keep that fancy schmancy stuff away from me with a 20.5-foot long pole, thanks. Alright, cool. A giant gaping hole in the tree filled with nothing but pure, potentially sinister darkness. Ah, mystique and intrigue. This is the part where you'd usually be prompted with something like, stick hand in toilet, or wall, or something just as non-freaking sensical hole in this case. But what am I to say? But what am I saying? Given the opportunity to disregard our local logic in the middle of a quiet cemetery at night. Who wouldn't? Let's see what we can fish out of here. Well, what do you know? A flashlight. And what do you know it works? Oh, what a luck, never would have guessed. But my voice is dying, so I'm gonna leave this episode here. I'm really loving this game. It's fun. And I hope you liked it too. And bye bye!